Alright, what is going on YouTube, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be running through some of my grand final thoughts heading into the big game this Saturday. Now, I was going to do one of those videos that I normally do, voice narrating over pictures, but I'm like, you know what, let's just sit down, let's just have a quick chat, and it's a bit more real. So, basically, the grand final is coming up this Saturday on the 29th, I believe. I will be going, which will be quite the experience, and I'm quite excited for it, if I am honest. Now, there is a game to be played, and West Coast and Collingwood both had very asserting victories, just proving that they should be at the final day in September last week against Richmond and Melbourne respectively. Now, I thought at the start of the week that there was no chance that West Coast could win. I'm starting to get a bit of belief thrown into me, but hopefully the weather can come good, like it has been on grand final days recently. It is forecasted to be a pretty poor day weather-wise. Maybe 13 degrees, I think, was the forecast, but only light rain, if any rain. I saw some Herald Sun I can't speak today, can I? Thing about it earlier. So yeah, I think that Collingwood will win. I think that's just how it's going to go down. Recently, it's just been a Victorian team beating a Melbourne team. Obviously, Sydney beat Hawthorn in 2012. And, that could happen. Jeremy McGovern doesn't seem to be 100% at all. He's been doing some very, very, very light training, like even more light training than Dusty did last week. So, he got named, but he could be a late out. We'll have to see how he goes tomorrow. Well, today, by the time you're seeing this. And, yeah, who knows, but it doesn't look like he'll be anywhere near 100% heading into the game, which could cost them. But McGovern's a very important player, and if he can play like he usually does, then they are a great chance at winning. Obviously, without Gaff, Nick Nat, but that's not to say the Pies are without players, but they've been without these players kind of all year. I think that this is the best Pies 22 going into the game. I don't think if they had all the other players in, they could be playing the same level, but I don't think they'd be playing any better than they are. So, I think this is Collingwood's best chance to win the flag. Obviously, only 8 years ago they won the flag as well, so not a very long wait for you Pies supporters, which I'm kind of envious of. We'll see how much longer we have to wait for Richmond. But yeah, grand final tickets, I will be doing a vlog. So we've got this fancy ass ticket. It would be so much better if Richmond got in, but it's kind of like we're gonna sell them, but we're like, we've been waiting for the grand final this whole year. Like, we've wanted to go, we've had the tickets, and it's just like, yeah, you kind of want that experience, if you know what I mean, going to a grand final, but it just makes me, like, when I think about it, seeing this picture up here of, obviously you couldn't see that very well because I'm on the front-facing camera, which is, only good for showing your front face. Yeah, it just makes you a bit, that I wasn't able to go last year. Unfortunately, didn't get tickets through the ballot, and we're like, we need to lock tickets up this year because we're looking quite good, and we don't want to miss out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have some exciting things coming up. I had my birthday, obviously. I had the prelim final, which I went to, which I was expecting to go down a little bit better. And also I got sick. Today is where I've just felt better from the cold. I woke up with a cold Saturday morning, which was shocking, which meant on, I think it was Monday, that I was sick for my birthday. So, obviously things didn't go to plan. Richmond didn't make the grand final, so going to the grand final to see Collingwood West Coast, and then we've also got Super Showdown coming up soon, which I'll be going to, and a couple people commented in my video yesterday saying they were going as well. and it should be an awesome experience. Good to see that a lot of people are going. Anyway, time to get back on track. I know with these videos where I show my face and I start speaking, I ramble on for ages, but time to get to the main topic, which I've already kind of been going through. The grand final, I believe that Collingwood will get it done. I will be supporting West Coast, and I do want West Coast to win, but I just think with Jeremy McGovern not 100%, and the Pies are just playing fantastic footy at the right time. Obviously the MCG, you could say it's a bit of a home ground advantage. It still is, but it's not that big because now West Coast do have Optus Stadium, which helps them out a fair bit. And they have played at the MCG and beaten Collingwood this year quite assertively as well. I've used that word a couple times in this video. But yeah, they have played Collingwood at the MCG. They did beat them, and people are giving that as a reason that the Eagles will get up. I think it could contribute. They would have high confidence going in. Hopefully they're in the right mindset, unlike the Adelaide Crows last year. Very grateful that the Adelaide Crows were in the wrong mindset. Hopefully they can go in with the right mindset and build off that confidence, but I think it's a final. Collingwood have faced that finals pressure at the MCG in front of 95,000 against the reigning premiers. They know what it's like to be out there under pressure, and they thrived. Can the Eagles do that on grand final day? We are yet to know. But it all depends. Anything could happen. It could be a thrilling close game, which I hope it is. But, you know, knowing what's been going on in the last couple of years, it'll be about 5 to 8 goals. It won't be bigger than a 10-goal thrashing to either way, and I think that way would probably be Collingwood. So, people are tipping a close game. I think it's just going to be whatever side goes in with the right mindset, as I've said a couple times this video, and which one gets caught off guard, not prepared. And I think Collingwood have this one wrapped up. I can't see them losing it, unfortunately, as much as I do want West Coast to win now. West Coast winning would also be kind of a fresh breath of air. Obviously not for you Pie supporters. It's easy to say coming from a Richmond supporter whose team has just lost against the Pies. But, you know, for you Pie supporters as well, I mean, we'll see how many bandwagons they get. We had 28,000 new members this year, going up from 72,000, going up to 100,000. So, we'll see how Collingwood go. I think they have like 75,000 right now. See where this can catapult them. Obviously, West Coast are a very good side, and they've done a good job to make the grand final. And they made the grand final in 2015, got smashed by the Hawks, wasn't to be. I don't know if the result will be much different. So that is just my prediction. Norm Smith, I'm going to probably go. I don't think it'll be De Goey, unless De Goey has an absolute night out. Day out, sorry. I don't think it'll be Mason Cox. A lot of people will be all over Mason Cox, and it'll be interesting to see. Backs up his incredible performance against the Tigers, which really, you know, took them across the line. I don't think the Pies. It's tough to say if they would have beat us if they didn't have Mason Cox. He certainly helped them a lot. I think we would have gotten beaten by just about any team other than, like, you know, obviously Carlton, Gold Coast, Fremantle. On that day, because we were just so out of it. It seemed like we thought we had the flag wrapped up when we got out there. But I just gotten off topic again. I can't remember what I was speaking about, so I need to get back on the right mindset. Norm Smith, I think I was talking about. Don't think it'll be De Goey. Don't think it will even be Grundy, if I'm honest. And I don't think it will be Cox. I think it'll go to either Pendlebury or Sidebottom. Sidebottom has had a fantastic year, and Pendles, I believe, won it in, it was it was a couple years ago. He won it a couple years ago. Can't put my finger on it if it was 2011 or 2010. It would have been 2010 though. Pendlebury did win it in 2010, and I think he can repeat it again in 2018. I think if the Eagles win, I've said that Collingwood will win, and I believe that they will. If the Eagles win, then I believe that Norm Smith could go to Elliot Yeo or Jack Redden, or, you know, I'd probably have to put it between them two, unless someone else has a cracking game. And you'd hope, like, Liam Ryan or Willie Rioli, hopefully they thrive in the grand final environment, and imagine how good it would be. But also, their players, you can kind of see, would maybe not play the best on grand final day. They're either going to absolutely thrive, play incredible football, game-breaking football, and help win the game for the Eagles, or they're just not going to show up, they're not going to perform, and it'll be one of them days. Anyway, I've rambled on for much too long. In the end, my tip is Collingwood, grand final prediction, and my Norm Smith official tip would have to be Steele side bottom, I think. Just based on how it usually plays. Anyway, leave your grand final prediction in the comments section down below. I'm sorry I rambled on for way too long. You probably didn't watch this whole thing. I'll probably just leave my thing in my prediction in the comments down below, just so people don't have to, you know, watch this whole video to find out, because I talked for way too long. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. The next video you see could well be the actual grand final vlog. That would be crazy. The grand final is actually really close. I didn't realise. I can't believe I'm going to a grand final. So sad Richmond didn't make it though. Should still be an awesome experience. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.